Hey guys, it's your girl SeekretD with today's Trapper Letter Response. So the title of the letter is A Near-Death Experience Every Time. Now when I heard this letter, I thought it was going to be a little bit different, but I was wrong. Gotta get my mind all the way out the gutter. Anyway, this lady writes in, she's 56. She said during the pandemic when gas prices were really high, she started taking the bus to save money. She started talking to and chatting up the bus driver, who she says is 49. She said because she didn't see any wedding rings on his finger. And they started flirting, and then they went on a couple of dinner dates. And after a couple of dates, they ended up having sex at her house. Now, she said that after they had sex, immediately after they had sex, this man gets dressed and says, "Oh, I gotta go before my wife starts tripping." So she said that he kind of just was very nonchalant about it and basically went through, oh, well, I'm just with her because I don't want my son to grow up without me and that shit. So she believed him until his wife found out about them and started showing up at her house. So the wife followed him to her house. She said she egged her car. And she keeps attacking her. She was at the park with her sister. She's throwing rocks at her. She said she jumped on her when she was somewhere else. So basically, this woman is catching her outside, basically. And she's saying that the man is telling her that he's going to divorce his wife. He's been married since he was 20. He's going to divorce his wife when his son graduates in the spring. And she wants to know if she should just leave him alone. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, I don't really understand why this letter is being written, especially since you're getting your ass beat every single day, just about, or every other day. It seems like it's just everywhere you turn, she's ready to beat your ass and jump on you. And you asking us, well, you ain't asking me, but I'm telling you, if you should leave this man. Absolutely. First of all, that night when he was on some, oh, I gotta leave before my wife starts tripping, I'm tripping. I'm bugging the fuck out. Because how is it that you wait until we have sex to say, oh, I have a wife? What was y'all talking about on these dinner dates? I'm very curious. Because now I realize after my last relationship that maybe you do have to ask people, are you married? Even without the ring. Because we all know that my ex was married the whole time we were in a relationship. So maybe that's the question that we need to start asking. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people, myself included, assume that if there's no wedding ring on the finger, the person's not currently married. Especially if you're with them all the time. But they went out a couple of times. I don't think that's a question I would ask if there's no wedding ring and there's no, line. I want to be like, hey, are you married? But I feel like I'm going to start asking people that. Like, that's going to be in my starting 5 lineup. Are you married? Because these days, dudes be doing a lot. So, I can't fault you. He didn't have no ring on. You didn't think he was married. But I feel like this is a question we got to start asking ladies, because these dudes just don't give a fuck. They don't care. And the crazy part is that he says, okay, before my wife starts tripping, he knows she crazy. And the fact that, okay, I can't even say that, okay, if it was just me getting my ass beat, it'll be okay. The day I'm in the park with my sister and she's throwing rocks at both of us, now you're endangering somebody else's life. And to me, that's very dangerous. I mean, if you want to do it to yourself and that be that, then fine. But I feel like the fact that your sister was in danger and you were very nonchalant about that, like, oh, yeah, she's throwing rocks at both of us, I feel like that speaks a little bit to your character. And I don't really like you. So maybe stay with him and get your ass beat. And in the spring, when his adult son graduates, because usually spring is college. Nobody says, oh, my high school is graduating in the spring. Because they don't talk like that. In college, they have fall and spring semesters. So college will be the spring. So when his whole adult child graduates and he does not divorce his wife, you're going to be sitting there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Stay with him. Because if you had to write this letter, then you're pretty dumb and you must like getting your ass beat. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it, but that's how I feel. She's a lost cause.